So let's talk about Ice Age Collision Course. Is the fifth installment of the Ice Age franchise really that bad after 5.5 years? Or am I going to have to give this sequel some good old fashioned Big D justice? Watch my review and find out. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I'm going to bring to you a review of the 2016 computer-animated adventure comedy Ice Age Collision Course, released by Fox and produced by Blue Sky Studios. The fifth installment of the Ice Age film series, the film was directed by Michael Thurmeyer and bringing back the voices of Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Dennis Leary, Kiki Palmer, Josh Peck, Sean William Scott, Wanda Sykes, Jennifer Lopez, and Queen Latifah who have appeared in most of the previous films, and Simon Pegg is back after being absent from the last film. Plus, the voices of Adam Devine, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Max Greenfield, Jesse J, and Nick Offerman. This time around, Scrat is propelled into outer space in an abandoned spaceship during an attempt to bury his acorn and accidentally sends a giant asteroid towards Earth. And Manny, the Herd, and Buck must go on a life-or-death mission to find a way to fend it off. Now, this was the fifth film, and while it didn't do so well in the US, but did better overseas, this was considered a big disappointment, and also the biggest disappointment for Blue Sky. Well, anyway, I'll get into the story in just a bit. Now, if you haven't seen my reviews for the other 4 films, click on that card. That'll take you to the playlist, so that way you can catch what you might have missed, or see them again, which I've already found out the first and third Ice Age film reviews of mine have already reached 20 views already. Meltdown's getting there, but it's not yet there. And I found out Continental Drift is just about at 10 views, so that's good. Okay, that ought to do it. On with the story. Sometime after the events of the 4th film, Manny and Ellie are preparing for the upcoming marriage between their daughter Peaches and her good-natured fiancé Julia. But Manny is unsure about the wedding. Diego and his wife Shira want to start a family, but their fierce appearance tends to scare children. Sid is about to propose to his fake girlfriend Francine, but he is dumped by her after Sid previously gave her a poison ivy lingerie, and he laments his solitude. During Manny and Ellie's wedding anniversary party, asteroids caused by Scrat, who was propelled into outer space earlier in an abandoned spaceship during yet another attempt to bury his acorn, strike the place, and the Herd barely escape. Meanwhile, at the underground lost world, Buck returns a Casmasaurus egg back to its rightful owner after it was stolen by a trio of flying dromaeosaurs named Gavin, Gurry, and Roger. Buck discovers an ancient stone pillar and takes it to the surface, where he meets the Herd for the first time in years. Buck explains to the Herd that, according to the pillar, the asteroids had caused 2 extinctions of horseshoe crab-looking thingies, and dinosaurs in the past, and with the next one incoming, he believes that the only place they could find a clue to stop it is on the site of the impact of the previous ones, a nearby volcano, as according to its engravings, they always fall in the same place. However, the dromaeosaurs overhear their conversation, and Gavin and Gurry decide to stop them, believing that they could easily avoid the impact, thus not only getting their revenge on Buck by also eradicating Earth's population and securing domination over the planet for the dinosaurs. Roger is reluctant, but Gavin and Gurry strong-arm him into cooperating. As the Herd travels to the crash site, they discover that the asteroids have electromagnetic properties. Buck theorizes that if a huge quantity of smaller asteroids should be gathered and launched into orbit, they could attract the main asteroid as well and stop it. After facing several obstacles and the interference of the dromaeosaurs, the Herd arrives at Geotopia, a community of immortal animals formed inside one of the asteroids that have fallen long ago, where Sid meets Brooke, a female ground sloth who instantly falls in love with him. However, Shangri-Lama, the leader of Geotopia, refuses to cooperate with Buck's plans to save the city's crystals in order to stop the asteroid, as they are the key to the residents' longevity. Sid inadvertently destroys the entire city when he attempts to remove one of the crystals to present Brooke with, immediately aging them to their real ages and revealing their true crone-like appearances, much to Shangri-La's anger. Alright, now for the final act and the ending plus the epilogue. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. As you always know, go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. Now, if you've seen the movie already, which can't really complain, just keep going after the 5 seconds are over with. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. After convincing the Geotopians that solving the asteroid is more important than their lost youth, they and the herd help with Buck's plan, which is to fill up a volcano with a gigantic ball made up of all the crystals so that the pressure launches them into space to draw the asteroid away. The Dromaeosaurs attempt to intervene, but they soon discover that they will not be able to survive the asteroid's impact, and Buck convinces them to help and that the dinosaurs can live them with harmony. The plan, when they try to lift the crystal, stops for a while as there is a small leak in the crystal ball. Granny discovers, who uses her cane to fix it up. May and Julian together throw the crystal ball into the volcano. The volcano then violently erupts, sending the magnetic crystal shards to the sky and successfully diverts the oncoming asteroid, plummeting back to space. The herd then departs back home, including Sid, who parts ways from Brooke. But just after they leave, a small crystal shard falls inside the hot spring, giving it rejuvenating properties and making the Geotopians and Granny, who stayed behind with them, regain their youth. After the herd returns, May reconciles with Julian. Peaches and Julian celebrate their wedding. Diego and Shira become heroes to the kids who were scared of them before. Now, rejuvenated Brooke appears during the ceremony to reunite with Sid, much to his delight. In the epilogue, Neil the Buck Weasel and animal version Neil deGrasse Tyson from Buck's mind talks about the planet Mars and how it served life like Earth in its earlier years. When Scrat sends the UFO impacting on the planet, it all turns red, becoming the Mars we know today. Scrat gets up and looks for a few seconds, but stops when he notices a dead iguana, which dissipates into ashes when he taps it with his foot. The film ends with the saber-toothed squirrel racing back to the spaceship and flees for Earth just like nothing has happened. Yeah, end of story. For realsies. So what did I think of Ice Age Collision Course? Well, I'm gonna say it's okay and all. I mean, it's not the best of the franchise, though. I agree. This film didn't do so well. It only made it made only 64 million, unfortunately. Yeah, but it did better overseas. The film went on to make, and despite getting dissed big time, unlike the last 3 sequels, this film is way low on the tomato meter at a mere 18%, whereas the more recent spin-off is just a little higher. They say it's unoriginal and unfunny. It offers further proof that not even the healthiest box office receipts can keep a franchise from slouching toward creative extinction. Yeah. Well, I think I do agree. It has its moments, but it's not really that great, though. But it does have a few fun moments. At least they brought back Buck Wild after being absent from the last film. Anyway, we've got everyone here. Ray Ramal back as Manny, John Leguizamo as Sid, Dennis Leary as Diego. Let's see here. Kiki Palmer's Peaches, Sean William Scott and Josh Peck as Crash and Annie, Simon Pegg as Buck, Wanda Sykes as Granny, J Lo as Shira, and Queen Latifah as Ellie. Of course, with the rest of the cast, don't forget Chris Wedge as Scrat. We have Adam Devine as Julian, Jesse Tyler Ferguson as Shangri-Lama, Max Greenfield as Roger, Jesse J as Brooke, Nick Offerman as Gavin. Let's see here. And Stephanie Beatrice as Gertie. Yep. A lot of those are alright and what have you. Also, and fun fact, I find out Francine, the former girlfriend of Sid, is voiced by Melissa Rauch, who, of course, most of y'all know her best for playing Bernadette on The Big Bang Theory. Yeah, that's right. We heard a voice from one of the cast in the last film. That was Kunal Nayar, who, of course, played Kuthra Polly on the show, and he was voicing one of the characters in the previous film. But again, despite getting dissed and not doing so well here in the States, the film, however, went on to make $408 million worldwide. It got John Debney doing the music, which is reasonable, but it's still not good. It's not quite that great as the others, but songs though. Now, Michael Thurmeyer's direction is alright, but so with all that said, would I recommend Ice Age Collision Course? Not really. Not really. But if you are a completionist of the Ice Age franchise, I'd say just to be on the safe side, give it a one-time watch. And if you got kids and they like it, go for it. If you got kids and what have you. Now, of course, more recently, Disney Plus gave us a spin-off film called The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, which I'll be reviewing that next time. Anyway. Now, however, even before this, earlier this year, a sixth main film was confirmed to be in development. But let's not jump to any conclusions yet. But if they do, let's hope for the best they'll be back up and going, considering it's been almost a year since Blue Sky closed up. And of course, there's also a series of shorts coming up called Scrat Tales, which will be coming up next month on Disney Plus. But anyway, if you have seen Ice Age Collision Course, tell me what you thought about it if you want in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Stay tuned, and I will give you my spoiler-free review of the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild next time. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out my reviews for these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of DreamWorks Animation's The Croods, which was released by Fox originally, but of course Universal now has DreamWorks. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of the recent hit sequel to that, The Croods: A New Age, or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review for another DreamWorks film that Fox released, which I believe came out the same year this did, and that was Trolls. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.